two things big happened this week. The biggest is there finally was a Jamie Foxx sighting. I guess he was on a yacht, drive somewhere in Chicago on one of the waterways there, and he's just waving. He wasn't saying much, but I was like, oh, it was such a for a comedian, and I think all comedians. I don't know anybody that doesn't like Jamie. I think it was just like a great moment, and of course the internet comes in saying they think it was a body double or a fake, and I hope that's not the case. I hope it was Jamie just enjoying getting out, and it was a good moment though. I've been wondering lately like what's been going on, and it was nice to see his face. He seemed like he was in good spirits. So yeah, that was a good moment. And the other thing that happened over the weekend is, I guess Kevin Hart, he had his Heartbeat weekend in Vegas, and they're going to bring back Comic View. And I'm still a little confused as to how they're bringing it back, like in what capacity. Because let me see. Let me see if I can get more info. I'm glad they're bringing it back. I think we've been lacking stand-up comedy shows. I mean, everyone's getting not everyone, but a lot of people get Netflix specials, Showtime specials, Amazon Prime. But those variety shows that you can have the vets and the new guys, and it's just a chance to get your stuff out there and keep building your fan base. So let me read what this says. I'm going to go to BET since it's on BET. And I'm not getting great. So there we go. I guess T.I. is going to make his stand-up, quote-unquote, debut. Filming this, let me see. He's going to be a comedian. Filming for the series took place over the weekend at Resorts World in Las Vegas. Let me see. Mike Epps hosted. And let me see. Rubber Band Man, DC Youngfly, Brescia Webb, Tommy Davidson, Takara Williams all made appearances. Hart spoke about reviving the classic series during an interview with Variety, telling the outlet, "I'm thrilled to partner with BET for the return of Comic View." And a lot of people don't remember, Kevin used to host Comic View. He hosted for a season, and I think they tried to reboot it and bring it back, and it just wasn't the right time. But Comic View started in '92 and remained on the air until 2008. I hosted in '98. That's the year I hosted. Yeah, it briefly resurfaced in 2014. And let's see. Okay, here's what's funny. Throughout its run, the show boasted an impressive lineup of hosts, featuring renowned comedians such as D.L. Hughley, Cedric the Entertainer, Bruce, Ricky Smiley, and some more. Did you forget one? BET? Yeah, the only white guy ever. There's no release date announced yet. However, fans can expect to watch it sometime later this year on BET. So I'm excited, man. Anytime there's outlets for stand-ups to show their craft, we're in a different age though right now, because you don't need Comic View like you needed it when I started. When I started, you needed it, and you didn't have Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and anywhere else to post your stuff, and nobody was traveling with camera people back then. So you were at the mercy of hopefully one of these producers or directors or network execs see you and say, yeah, you can be on the show. Now you can just kind of do your own thing. But it's going to be good, because if you really look at it, Brescia Webb, there's not a lot of tape on her as far as YouTube, and you can look up her stand-up. You don't see a lot. DC Youngfly, you don't see a lot of his stand-up on the net. I mean, you got the 85 South show and Wildin' Out, but as far as just him on stage doing stand-up, I don't think he's had a special anywhere, so that's going to be good for him. And Tommy, I mean, who doesn't love Tommy Davidson? And then I'm not familiar with Rubber Band Man. I got to look it up. And I think everybody's anticipated to see T.I. Well, let me Google this. Rubber Band Man. Make sure I got that right, because I feel like a jerk if I don't know somebody. Well, it's trying to give me a song. Rubber Band Man, comedian. Maybe that's not his name. Is that his name? Because I don't see nothing. They said Rubber Band Man. Let me go. Let's see. Comedian, YouTube. Nope. I guess that's his name. I'm not sure. That might be a misprint then. I'm gonna feel like an asshole. He's gonna be like, dang, Gary. So Rubber Band Man, if you're out there, I'm sorry. I'm just not familiar, but I'm sure I will be after Comic View comes out. So yeah, that was big. That was for stand up. I mean, the sighting of Jamie Foxx and then Comic View coming back. That's a big week. That's huge.